Hello Taurus, welcome to your wealth reading for June 2025. We're going to do charms and tarot cards. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into the charms. And so we're going to see what your wealth journey is kind of at June 2025. So this is money, finances. It's also just kind of joy, happiness, whatever your definition of abundance, prosperity. They want me to hang out here. We'll kind of dig into that. And we'll use the cards for kind of more elaboration. See what kind of motivation they have for you, advice. I will timestamp below. So if there's anything not resonating with you, and one kind of group of charms and cards, you can move ahead to the next group. Looks like we're ending over here. Okay. So I'm just gonna place the charms where I saw them kind of fall and hit, and just kind of tune in, make sure that's what they want me to do. Because down here, I know a lot of them hit here but fell. And I do feel like I want to kind of stick here. Yeah, I'm going to kind of leave those how they fell, except for this one. I know it came over here. And I don't too often get my teeny tiny charms out, so that's nice to see. Okay, so let's see how the cards want to join in. Okay, bit of a mess after the mini interruption there. Got my dog's attention. Okay, so let's see. Taurus, financial wealth journey story, June 2025 check-in. I'm gonna stop because they won't even let me shuffle. So they definitely want that card, and that's been sticking out for a while. Okay. Holy cow. Your cards are really jumping. This is the first reading in this grouping of signs that I felt to sit down and kind of read together. You're kind of flying out here. So maybe you all have come into a windfall of money. You're all quite excited here. Your energy is quite excited. I might just move, just in case I need to pop the card up there. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in, see where they want me to start, which kind of area, what kind of group. I feel like I'm down here, and they want to kind of start talking about this new start. We have a new start here. With the compass, confirmation that you're headed in the right direction. Maybe you made a decision recently, or maybe you're weighing a decision and you came to the reading, you stumbled across the reading, and they're letting you know that kind of what your head and heart are agreeing on is the right direction for you, is the direction towards this new start. My little star charm here, this is about following your intuition. So I just said sort of head and heart are agreeing. So follow your intuition. Luck is on your side in terms of this new start, this fresh start. So you definitely came into the reading with something already on your mind. You should already know what this decision, this option that you have is, because they're not letting me know. So if I have no examples to give you, that means you already know, Taurus. Clearing my throat often with you also already early on in the reading. So maybe there's something to be said here. So my little turtle, my tiny turtle, this is just a caution about actually maybe not heading in the right direction, all right, to seek some answers. And there was better option ahead and what your heart truly wants. So we have head and heart that I said, then we have the charm about following your heart, and now we have the wise turtle coming in and saying follow your heart. So it definitely feels like you're kind of weighing apples and oranges here. You know, do I go with option A, option B? And they're definitely directing you here that, you know, you already know in your heart the best option for you in terms of achieving wealth, abundance, prosperity, happiness out of this decision. So it's invest now. So, you know, we are doing a wealth reading. So this could be a money related decision, you know, purchasing a new house, that's a new start. Expanding your family, that's a new start related to money. Just investing, right? Investing now. And this charm is usually my recovery bear. So this could be an indication that you're coming out of a period of having to hold on to your finances a little bit more, a little bit tight wallet, because it's saying invest now, which is encouraging you to spend the money, right? To place, I shouldn't say spend, but to place the money, to reap the reward, because the risk has already been paid. You've already done the risky thing, make the decision. So now it's time for you to kind of sit back and recover. So kind of watch your investments grow here. Watch the payoff of where your heart is guiding you here. So let's see if the cards give us a bit more information. These two cards have been coming out almost every reading, every wealth reading. So we have the guardian angel. So everyone's guardian angel is really coming out strong when we're talking about money and wealth in June. So a lot of us are all doing work. We're all making decisions that are improving our finances. I mean, it could just be due to the state of the world today, right? We're dealing with tariff wars and other decisions that are impacting our lifestyles and our wallets. But what I love about this card is that he's, you know, you're feeding yourself here, either with knowledge, with a smart investment, right? You're seeing it grow. Your money waterfall is kind of cycling, right? It's going from your hand to your hand, so you're keeping it. And your guardian angel here is quite impressed, quite happy, quite supportive of this decision that you're making. This pretty large decision that you're making, because it is a decision from the heart, calling back to the head. You know, so like, don't second guess, right? The direction here, don't second guess. Reap your reward, reap your benefit here. Okay. Coming towards me, my sunflower here is drawing my attention. So this is sitting at a standstill, or the perception of everything just kind of stopping, taking a pause, just taking a quiet pause. And it was on chance for travel, so this just means distance, some kind of form of distance, and walk away. So, I mean, literally, if there is an opportunity for travel, maybe it's too expensive, so it'll put your finances back to a standstill. You're not going to grow, right? You're going to kind of eat the investment decision that you made. So here they're telling you not to second guess, and here they're telling you not to kind of double back, walk away from any decision, any opportunity that's going to take you like those 2 steps back, right? 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So there's a caution here to watch out for those kind of temptations. So where your current path is taking you on your wealth journey, they're connecting it here with the tile next door, the next big challenge, the next big change, the next big kind of milestone, which is my graduation day charm. This is all about a milestone, a fork in the road, right? The next big decision. So you've conquered this decision, and this path is taking you to your next big decision. So, I mean, the invest now could be opening a first time home buyer's account, right? You put the money away now, which leads to the big milestone of, purchasing the home, getting approved for the mortgage, making the down payment or cash deal. So, your current path is taking you down a positive route, but it is going to look like a kind of a challenge, right? It's sort of that next milestone, that next level of your wealth journey. So they've paired that with my caution about negative emotions, so mostly jealousy. So your next big challenge might be to not compare yourself, right? Achieve your wealth milestones at your pace. Everybody has their own pace of life, their own rate. So watch out for any jealousy about, fear of missing out, right? We have the chance to travel, and they're saying no, don't indulge in expenditures at this time that you can actually walk away from, like commitments. These are nice to haves. So this isn't like someone's wedding that is like a close friend of yours, but this would be saying no to being invited as someone's guest to a wedding and you don't know anybody there, right? Like that's an expense that you can avoid because it's sort of not your circle of friends. But don't be jealous that you didn't get to go when you start seeing like photos and videos or whatnot, because the wealth achievements that you're heading down, sort of your path of evolution, weighs greater than, right? There's greater pros in achieving this next level than a wedding, a one-time event or opportunity that's somewhat smaller scale. Like I said, it's not a direct connection to you, right? It's sort of the 6 degrees connection. Made with Love is all about following a passion, or your angels kind of nudging you onto your path with love. So this next challenge, this next big challenge, if it's made with love, I would say this is from your soul path. You truly are heading down your journey, what you wanted to learn and achieve, because you're setting up the next step for you. The next stage is coming from you to you. This is your own soul. This is your own angelic energy, your guardian angel, letting you know that your next milestone is upcoming here. Now with my moon, there is a call here to your dreams, connecting into your dreamscape. And I just mentioned your guardian angel, so I'm wondering if they're kind of talking to you, through your dreams. So if you're someone who can remember dreams, can be active in dreams, excuse me, got choked up there. I wonder why dreams make you guys emotional. I don't know, maybe you're avoiding, because the charm is also about watching out about being burnt out, not getting enough sleep. So there is this tiny caution of being burnt out on this path as you head into this next big challenge. But it seems like there's answers in your dreams, but there's avoidance from you guys in dreams. So maybe a lot of you kind of pushed back and said I can't dream when I mentioned it, but that was a pretty significant choke up. Okay. So divine timing and clear, cancel, and release. She's blocking her throat where I just got choked up. So there might be a caution here, bringing forward some self-doubt, because we saw it here when we opened, right? The self-doubt about the decision you've been made. So I think you need to trust, right? Trust in your heart more, your passion made with love. Trust that you put this next challenge in your way because you can conquer it. In terms of divine timing, I mean, that's also reinforcing the message that I'm getting here in terms of this is fated. You know, this is in your soul journey, your soul path. As someone who does palm readings and does in palmistry, if you are too, I'm sure if you looked at your fate line right now, you know, there's probably a clear marker. So, you know, a star, an X, a triangle, a bubble, some kind of change, crisscross pattern in your line at this stage in your fate line. Maybe it's a lack of belief. I did say belief, didn't I, when I held this card? Because every time I say something related to soul energy, related to this being fated angels, there's some skepticism that comes out. So maybe that's your next challenge. Maybe to start to believe in the power of manifestation, right? The belief in your ability to move from a standstill. The belief that you would only place wealth challenges in your way that you already know you can achieve and conquer. It's weird to feel so much doubt in your ability and relationship with wealth, and yet all of the angel cards are telling me the opposite. That the Taurus is strong. Taurus does make smart decisions with their money. Taurus is able to invest and save. So maybe you feel like you're living a completely different experience, and maybe that's why you're catching my throat here. Okay. So I'm kind of trying to pull out my mischievous fairy here. So this is all about looking for something that was lost, and it's on money is growing. So I was just talking how your perception, your energy isn't matching the angel's energy. So maybe you feel like you've lost more financially, lost more in terms of wealth, prosperity, and abundance. So you just lost more in life than gained, because it's sitting on money is growing. So you feel the opposite coming off of the group here where you're choking me up. So you definitely feel like this is not your wealth story. You're like giving me the yeah, right. What to do next? We have the charm that's all about endless possibilities. You know, your talents, your gifts are limitless. Your ideas to solutions are limitless. You're quite innovative and ingenious. You know, an intellect. You're smart. Again, we're coming back to you are good with money. So I don't know why you feel so strongly against this, because you already possess the power of manifestation to grow your money. It was crossing on that. So, I mean, what to do next is to kind of tap back into that. Now we do have my kind of wildcat, cheetah, leopard, kind of use it interchangeably. It's on your right. And this is all about kind of false information, false truth. If it was a relationship reading, I would say potential for like just cheating, just kind of lie. So I would say maybe you're kind of lying to yourself, or I'd be a caution to, say no to anybody that wants you to help them out, like with a favor, financial favor. So you're right to say no. You're right to be kind of cautious and maybe see through what they're saying to you. I don't think, unless you're lying to yourself, which we kind of saw here about your relationship with money, that, you are smart and make good decisions. You do have the power to grow it. But I feel this is more so just a caution of, if you were feeling guilty for saying no to someone, you were right to do so. And then on money is growing, we do have the swan. So this is quite majestic, quite magical. So again, we have this ability to grow money. So your doubtful fairy here, your energy that feels like you do nothing but lose money, is sandwiched between two charms that say, no, you actually have the power, the ability to grow money. Okay, and they're giving you forgiveness and understanding and intuition and downloads. And so this ties back to sort of what I've been saying since the beginning in terms of your relationship with wealth, which is, maybe you've stumbled, maybe you did make some bad decisions in the past, and that's why you're faltering now, you're second guessing now, but you need to trust that you took the lesson away from those past falters, right? You're not an energy that's gonna step and repeat and do it all again. You do have that strong intuition. And then we have the downloads again. So tie back to the dreams. Downloads are dreams. Your kind of reluctance to see the messaging or maybe pursue your dreams financially. You can envision your dreams, but you're not taking the steps to manifest and manipulate them, right? You're kind of putting a stop here. You saw your skepticism here. Like, no way, Jose, I can't do that. But you can. Every card shows you manifesting except for your energy, and your guardian angel is kind of hoping that you will tap into it, you will acknowledge it, you will embrace it. This next milestone's coming up, so they want you to be ready for it emotionally, prepared for it financially with the invest now, with the saving, with the recovering. Make your decision. Don't be spending, be saving. Bring forward your lessons. Listen to your dreams. Listen to your heart. That seems to be a difficult thing for you to do, Taurus. Maybe right now you're fighting with your more intellectual side. Your the critical thinking side, the scientific you. The numbers cruncher versus the predestined. Kind of the more positive self affirmations and self encouragement versus giving into the detractor. Maybe the state of the world globally is kind of hitting you hard and shaking you up, so you're a bit hardened here, but you don't have to be. Not in terms of your wealth story here that we're seeing. So I would say, charge forth with confidence with this decision you made. This is your new start. This is your shining star. You knew exactly what to do, or you know exactly what to do this month to kind of kickstart and head down to this milestone and to kind of achieve this growth of money that's waiting for you, that's a bit available to you. So, we'll check in next month. We'll check in July, and we'll see how you've progressed here and see if you've embraced more bravery and courage and choke me up less. Let's see if I can talk a little bit more clear and stutter a little bit less through your reading next month. So I'll see you guys next month, Taurus.